It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets. Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start the drive with Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running left, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
Ready up.
Henry up the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 12-yard line.
Second down and 4. Again, it's Cook. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That is caught. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain.
And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will go to Henry out wide. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll look to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Paul on a give up the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And their followers blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 23.
first and 10, it's Hall. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Back to the ground, this time Cook.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Randy Gregory able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Mike. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Second and 6. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, Broncos.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Hardman on the return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
49-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
They set up the screen for Henry. Oh, able to avoid him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to know that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
A 49-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. Completes it to Hardman. Fighting his way through contact. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Play action. They'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Pat Fryermuth, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times, the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They begin with Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Broncos have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
A first down carry for Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. To be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 12 more yards there and another first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw is Rodgers. Wilson snags it left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Cook up the gut. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Still going inside the 20. Well, all the way home for a Broncos score. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th. This is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. Rodgers directing traffic. Going to change the play.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rodgers on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and goal. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Here it is. 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Henry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
This is 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Here comes 2nd down.
The 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Cook again.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. To throw is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Going for it all. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school? That possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I figure I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. The Broncos going to continue on as we say so long, everybody, and thanks for watching. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.